So you should figure out his gear and skill situation before anything.
Yeah, that was my
Because
plan here.
you gotta get it all filled in now. Oh, excuse me.
Okay. So, level 25. He has
Okay, so he's
new
got his default weapon on, but you can put a different weapon on that actually has passes. I don't think that one does. Yeah.
71, though. Oh, it's 305.
I mean, you probably have enough things to upgrade weapons, honestly.
Apply rush on rank S? The hell does
Yeah,
that
he has
mean?
a whole new combat system. You'll get a tutorial on it
Okay.
eventually. The first combat you enter, otherwise.
Physical damage with skills.
I think Galtaram is probably your safest bet. Check Abyssaram up on the top. That's also level 8.
Okay.
Ah, that thing's ass.
Cool Ram. Don't lose rank when taking damage from powerless enemies. Okay.
Lame.
Delaram. 15 health on 15% health on base attack. Wow.
Not bad. I would say just put the Galtaram on for now and go with it.
Yeah, I think so with Sakaram here.
That sucks.
It can't be C. Okay. Galtaram.
That's actually not bad too, but Galtaram is just way higher level. Plus it looks like bone.
Oh, interesting. He's like it's the same weapon, but it's also a different weapon. It's like a little short sword. Well, it's got
Gustav had a gun
right
and a sword. Yeah, so he has a little dagger and a sword. Yeah, I guess it's not a little dagger, but it's just a smaller sword.
All right. Let's look at his skills. Assault 0.
Well, you need to go to the flag and actually assign. You have like 24 skill points.
Oh, right.
So put his attributes in first, however you'd like. This early in the game, it doesn't really make all that much difference. So you got 75 points to put in here.
Okay. So let's do. Damn.
All right, skill trees.
Learn the skills.
Well, you can get Elemental Genesis for Lune while you're here, because since you have 10 points.
Oh, yes, we can.
Definitely put that on. Gotta assign it.
Yeah. The only downside is that it cannot break, but it's still just a ton of damage.
Yes, it's one of her highest damaging skills, period. You can keep Mayhem.
Yeah, keep Mayhem.
Thermal Transfer's broken, so you're not taking that off. I would say either Immolation or Healing Light, whatever.
Yeah, I feel like right now Immolation is just a weaker wildfire.
It is cheaper, but yeah, for the most part, I think you're right. Cheaper doesn't really matter though when your thermal fucking transfer is giving you a free fucking turn.
Right. That's the thing. Is as long as that's
so
broken, I don't need to worry about cheap attacks.
No. All right, so
she has 6, and we.
Or wait, saving for 10.
We're saving for 10. The 10 in the middle.
Yeah,
final
you're
path.
banking for final path.
Yeah,
I think you got it.
And she's got 4.
Most of those abilities aren't.
No, I need to.
Yeah, save for sword ballet. Yeah, I agree. All right, let me kind of point out his good skills here, and you can determine the path on how you want to get there. So, to the right of his skill tree, at the bottom, all the way on the right, that 8-pointer. I think that's Phantom Stars. Up.
Oh.
All the way to the right.
Oh, all the way to the right. Phantom Stars.
There
yeah.
you go. That ability is nuts. It costs 9 AP, but that is a crazy damaging spell. If you're an S rank, it only costs 5 AP.
Okay.
That's a pretty good skill. There's also one called Strike Storm, if we can find that.
I think that one's this one right here, yeah.
Yeah, that's really strong skill. So is the one below it.
Steeled Strike.
That one's kind of finicky, because you have to cast it, and then a turn has to pass, and you have to not take any damage before his turn comes back around. And then it executes. But 13 hits extreme physical damage is pretty crazy.
Yeah. Is this the guy you're talking about that's, like, a lot of basic attack?
He can be.
Okay.
I haven't built that way, but I mean, you don't have to do that. But yeah, there's builds that you can use to like buff his frame, all the hell. It's called Machine Gun Verso. But yeah, physical or just base attack. I'm not going to spoil anything, but you'll eventually get a weapon that will enable that build. You'll see it when you get
Okay,
there.
I'm just kind of getting
everything on
an
the
idea.
left. Yeah, everything on the left there. I've never even really used.
Nice.
Like speed burst. I don't even know what speed burst does.
Damage increased by speed difference with the target.
That could be better later when you have more stats. I'm not sure how good that's going to be now, right?
Mm-hmm. Increases rank to A and refills AP, but sets health to 1.
I mean, Mael has a similar skill.
There is an ability for Gunbreaker in Final Fantasy XIV that used to be like that. It was actually a tank cooldown called Super Bolide, and they actually had to change it because they were giving healers anxiety attacks because the tank's health was instantly dropping to 1, but they were also invulnerable. So a pug tank wasn't warning anyone and fucking almost dying, so fucking healer was going into triage mode.
Follow-up is situationally better later. Like, I have a build that uses follow-up, but unless you can pop off a whole bunch of aim shot or free aim shots in one turn, it's not super great.
Okay, so...
Long story short, I think this side of the skill tree is probably better.
Okay. Seems like he's going to synergize with CL more.
So I would go straight down to get Strike Storm, that 8-pointer, directly down there. That's the first thing I would go grab.
Straight down.
Marking shot's good.
Quick strike.
Quick strike's okay. It's cheap. It only costs 2 AP. Berserk Slash is okay. If he's really low on health, that thing's crazy. Lion Strike is cool, hits really hard, and marks. It costs a chunk of his health, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and grab Strike Storm. So that leaves you 5 points. So I would go towards Phantom Stars on the right there. So I would grab that 4-pointer next to Phantom Stars.
Burden.
You won't even use it. You just need to unlock it to get over to Phantom Stars.
Right.
Okay, let's go assign your skills now because you have just one too many here. Salt Zero is good. I would keep that. That's kind of his basic bitch attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
So put Strike Storm on. I would take off probably Marking Shot because Defiant Strike will also mark, and I don't think he needs 2 skills that mark.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Defiant Strike does more damage, so yeah, put Strike Storm on instead of that. In the empty spot.
Oh yeah, I gotta remember.
Yeah,
One
you
extra
remove
button
the
press.
skill instead of replacing it. Yeah. And then let's see here, Burden, whatever. No, this is actually great. Okay, that's a good starter setup for Verso.
All right.
And then just bank your points until you unlock Phantom Stars.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go talk to the Curator real fast. Let's see if you can upgrade the weapon you've got on him, that Galteron. Curator's through the tunnel over there. Sorry, not that tunnel. Across the way next to SK. Yeah. Yep, there you go. Left, right.
Oh, I thought this was the.
No, that goes over to the chef guy with all the little lost gestrels. It took me a while to not get lost at camp. Okay, let's upgrade weapons.
I think I also have a tint upgrade too. I remember getting it.
I think you're right, actually. Yeah.
Galteran.
Yeah, go and upgrade that to 9. And then go ahead and upgrade to 10. Applying Rush on rank S is fun. Okay, cool. And now you're out of Resplendent Chroma Catalyst. Check Expedition Resources, like you said, to see if you have tints to upgrade. You might.
Yep, Shape of Life.
Yeah, Revive 10. That means your Revive will bring him back with more life. And you have 13 colors of Lumina, too.
Oh, hell yeah.
So you can distribute those however you want. Now, again, you're going to have to make a choice here to leave somebody on your bench.
Mm-hmm. I think right now it just goes back to being Sail on the bench.
That's pretty common. Now that you've got Elemental Genesis as well, I'm gonna help you look at Pictos for Lune to see if we can spike her crit rate up to almost 100%. Was that a sympathy point for CL there?
Yeah, I keep her close. That way, if I do need her, she's not gimped.
Okay, so let's go look at Lune's Pictos to start with. Not the Lumina necessarily, but the Pictos.
Does themselves, okay.
Yeah, okay, so sort these. If you hit the square button, you can sort the Pictos.
Mm-hmm.
Sort that by crit rate. So it'll put the Pictos that have the highest crit rating up at the top.
Auto death.
Auto death. Well, we can't use that one. First offensive has how much crit rating?
First offensive is
Top right. It's on the very top. There you go.
13
crit rate and 75 speed. Let's put that on instead of augmented counter 1. You can put augmented counter on as a Lumina.
So
you can just replace them. You don't have to.
Yeah,
remove.
we're doing first offensive. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Okay, that makes your crit rate 50%.
Mm-hmm.
Check at death's door.
11.
That one's got 11, so that's slightly better than critical burn. So, but we need critical burn because that's boosting. See, right now that's not included on your paper doll there. So when your target's burning, you have 75% crit chance on them.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You see how that works?
Yeah.
So for the time being, let's put on death's door on critical burn, but we need to apply that as a Lumina for sure. So replace critical burn with at death's door in the Pictos menu. There, that gets her up to 55. Okay, now let's go look at her Luminas. Okay, critical burn costs how much? 5. Okay, that's fine. You're going to lose augment and counter here, but you're going to be doing more damage in the long run anyway.
So I'm taking off augmented counter. Where'd it
No,
go?
it's already off. You just have 5 loose points. So yeah, just do a quick critical burn. Augment and counter is only 3. Let's see if we can actually put that on. Actually, I don't think you can really take off. Well, you can take off Den Energy too, but that doesn't give you all the way there. You want burning shots.
Yeah.
Unless you're committed to just setting them on fire most of the time, right? Then you can take off burning shots and Dead Energy 2 and put on augmented counter. Just remember, augmented counter, you're not going to be able to cash it out unless you're good with the parries with her, right?
Right.
But if you feel confident about that, augmented counter is just so good. But that's up to you. Burning shots is also, if you have no AP, a safe, easy way to set the target on fire. Because that requires AP too. 1 AP anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only a 20% chance, right? So, I mean, a lot of people rely on this ability to set their targets on fire, right?
Right.
But Lune obviously has other skills that just burn shit. So.
I guess in a pinch, I need that because it's more. I mean, Lune is a cannon, but I need to enable my.
Let's just leave it as is.
Okay.
You'll gain more Lumina fast anyway. It doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's check your other characters because you have some other. Yeah. So Verso's got 5 Lumina you can spend now. Let's go. Let's see what our options are.
Should I check the Pictos first?
Nah, he's fine for now. The only one who really relies on crit rate is Lune. You can crank the crit rating on your other characters if you want to. Just keep in mind there's only so many Pictos with crit rating on it.
Right.
5 points here. Let's see here. Augmented first strike is pretty good. Well, it's okay. Critical moment you have to be almost dead to take advantage of. Energizing jump is too niche. There's not enough jumping attacks. Energizing break requires you to break the target, which only happens once or twice in combat. I think of your choices here, augmented first strike is probably your best bet. Dead Energy 2 is not bad, but that's going to leave you with 3 random Lumina that you can't use anywhere. Versatile is a nice one for some builds later, but right now you're not really free aiming all that much, right?
Yeah.
And it requires you to free aim and then base attack, which right now is kind of a waste of a turn unless you're set up to maximize it, right?
Yeah.
So my opinion is augmented first strike.
Okay.
Critical moment is okay, but it requires him to be like almost dead.
Yeah, I was looking at that for Lune, but it's like right now it's either pretty much full health or dead.
All right, so let's go look at Mael. She's got 6 Lumina. You spend some time learning more Luminas.
Yeah.
Start prioritizing Luminas that haven't been learned, right? Even if they're not useful, just have them on for 4 fights so you can capture the ability in this menu.
Yeah, just do it for trash fights.
Exactly. 6 points. Healing parry is pretty good. Let's do staggering attack and healing parry, I think. She's not going to spend a lot of time base attacking, but that 1 extra point. It's either staggering attack or dodger. You think you might dodge on occasion?
If I'm having
trouble... Or
are
you just committed to parrying? Yeah.
No, if I'm having trouble timing something, I'll dodge.
Okay, then take off staggering attack and let's put on dodger instead there. You might get a random AP for a perfect dodge with that, right? Only 4 here. So... I would say... Augmented counter 3. Oh, she doesn't have augmented counter yet. Give her augmented counter up there. And then probably dodger, because she'll have 1 left over. Yeah. Okay. Alright, looks good.
Okay.
So you talked to Esquier when you first got to camp and got a relationship point with him.
Mm-hmm.
So the other party members are Lune. So Ciel and Mael, I think, are hanging out on the cliff over there. I don't think they're going to say anything, but you can go try talking to them. They just went through super traumatic event.
Yeah, random Joe shows up and is friends with everyone.
Hi! You guys don't know me, but can we hang?
Oh yeah, here's an arm.
Yeah. Technically, he was giving their back the Lumina converter, which was attached to the arm.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Alright, so you need to find Lune. She's hanging around camp somewhere, just to see if you don't miss any dialogue with her.
She probably on the back cliff over here, where he...
Go back where that chef hangs out. Yeah, I think it's probably going to be back there somewhere. To the right. Yeah. That's a cave.
Yeah.
So check over there. Yeah. Can you go left here? No. Okay. Go back in the cave again. And I think there's a path to the right that you can go here. Oh, nope, I was wrong. She's around here somewhere. We'll have to just keep running around. Is there something back behind there? Nope. Okay, so it's not here. We know it's not there. Lune! Maybe go back behind Esquier. Is there a path back that direction? No, it doesn't look like it.
She's not on her log.
Okay, go... Yeah, straight ahead. See if you can go back to the right or left from here. You can go left there. Yeah, go check over there. There she is! Are you hiding over here?
Expedition Zero left 67 years ago, which would make you...
First expeditioner.
About 100.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, also 100 years old.
Tell me about the fracture.
It's like, I'll wait.
Fucking stare off.
I'm not gonna get much sleep tonight.
What are you guys doing?
Doing more expeditioning.
More expedition.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that
What
was it.
expedition?
Expedition Zero
35?
left
About
36.
100.
Tell me about the
Now we're still
fracture.
on 33. It takes a while.
I'm not gonna get much sleep tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think you're ready to just put a bow on camp here, so go to the
Okay.
campfire and go to sleep.
Can't wait for the sequel, Expedition 32. Remember the current objective. I just got here. This morning.
So Jay, one of the main characters in the game literally just died.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Sweet.
You're like, amazing, bro.
I like it when when that happens. In
It
a
was
story.
her. It was her guardian who passed away, Gustav.
It annoys me when all the main characters live at the end.
Well, no worries here.
I was very upset at Harry Potter and the the ending. I thought one of the big three should have died.
Well, J.K. Rowling's over there. You can go complain to her.
The shocking thing to me is that it was
too busy transgendering.
Yeah, right.
I'm really sorry I didn't interrupt sooner.
Shocking thing to me is that it was not just a main character, like the guy you start the fucking game with.
He was your brother.
Something like that.
Was it shocking?
It was shocking.
I'll let Fel answer that. Yeah.
Losing
Was
family
it
is
Deckard Cain
difficult.
dying shocking?
I don't know if that's gonna mean anything to
I know
Fel.
what
But
you're
yeah.
going to say. You want to offer your
Worse.
condolences. You want to say something
Talking over the
comforting,
cutscene.
but I don't need it. I've had enough condolences. I've lost so many families now. I just need...
The laggy frame rate is so funny to me.
Oh, is it lagging for you?
A little bit.
Can you
It's not
please
ruining
go?
the experience. So yeah, the game essentially replaced the main character with this guy who you know nothing about, Jay. Not yet, anyway.
Oh, the old bait and switch, eh?
Yeah.
No, Deckard Cain to me is still the most shocking thing I've ever witnessed.
Yeah.
In a game.
Well, for me, I didn't play Diablo 1 or 2, right? So it didn't have quite the same impact to me, unfortunately.
It's like, and they did it so quickly, right? It was like, okay, here's Diablo 3, third quest in, dead.
Yeah. Killed by that butterfly lady.
Magda.
Right.
Game, Billy unlocked. Swim.
Alright, time to do some exploring.
Okay.
Before you do that, Phil,
Head for the monolith.
tell me
the
about
quarry
this
to the
new.
north.
Tell me about this goalie we just got.
I haven't paid
I've-
attention.
Ivan Prosvitov. Apparently, Flames just signed him. Apparently, he played for
Former Flame, or former Avalanche? Yeah.
Yeah, he played for Colorado for a period of time.
My question is, did he?
Yeah, so maybe not that memorable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the answer is who? Then maybe it wasn't great.
Or maybe he wasn't
I
bad either, right? Because
don't-
you'd remember that.
I don't think he had a good experience in Colorado. I think he got sent down to Lake Erie or wherever the minor is now. With our goalie roulette last year. Oh, I'm just on a fucking island. Okay.
Yeah, he can swim.
He's just going to be our backup goalie.
Ender. Oh, I need
Gotta
to
get on
mount.
SK first. Yeah.
The fuck? Where's my auto summon Picto?
Nobody's gonna transplant our 7th round pick franchise goalie.
You sign for depth then?
Yeah, just need a backup.
Hairstyles. Yeah.
Why not?
Our other backup went to Philly today. Bob McKenzie retired today, Val. Do you know who Bob McKenzie is?
Oh yeah. I thought he retired a while ago.
He was in like a
back
limited.
there.
He was in a limited role, right? Like he was doing Trade Center,
Yeah.
Draft, World Juniors. But now he's completely retiring.
Thought he just said fast as balls.
Time for swing.
It said fast as ball, technically.
Okay, so this is. Oh, this is the front side of the cliffs. I've talked to him. Been over here.
Time for swing.
I mean, how good can he be? We're only paying him $950K.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy was getting paid like $600,000 a year.
Nice.
He's getting paid now, though.
Oh, there's
Sure
some-
is. And the Niners say you like your roster construction, that you have to pay your quarterback something. They couldn't win the Super Bowl while having a dirt cheap quarterback and a super roster around him.
Niners.
Yeah. I work with a bunch of Niners fans.
White tree. It's
Side area.
a big portal.
My boss is retiring.
The good thing, bad thing, don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Isabel of 36. Winter's souls
You
drift
never know
through the night
when you don't know who's going to
and
be your new
land
manager.
soft upon the moonlit
Oh, yeah.
vale, whose snowy shrouds hold tight the hope I'd whispered once, long ago.
It's even crazier at an international company because your new manager could be
Golden
somewhere
folds adorn
across the
stems,
world.
A
Yeah.
maze our eyes back to follow. A meditation
doesn't speak
of
English
winding
well.
curves. Deep they flow to center, where lie the edges of another verse, another maze of golden stems and shadows.
Yay,
A
poetry.
sea of pebbles shifting. A wave, a wave, a wave of rock and sand. As sand falls upon our heads, and our heads sink beneath the waves. Along the darkened shores we sink, a pebble in the sea. The rising wind rolls through fragrant stalks of feathergrass. Their delicate aroma, a balm, their gentle susurrus, a lullaby for my aching heart.
A recent expedition, 36, that was just a couple years ago.
Yeah.
This world is full of wonders.
Yet everywhere
How
we
many are
go,
there?
we walk with death.
Well, the expedition started at 100, and I've counted down every year since then, and now we're on 33. So it was 67.
Wow. You gotta play a lot of prequels before before you can play 33, I guess. Is it a prequel? I don't know.
That felt like die or something.
No, I'm here. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Oh, lovely.
One in Lumiere.
Yay, music records.
Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye.
The new Diablo season started today, Danny.
Yeah, I know.
I finally got to look at that the new battle pass.
Reliquary system, yeah.
It's actually not that different. Like all the costs are all the same,
Yeah.
except you know how like with